I'm sending my son to school depressed. And this all happened yesterday, and I think Justin came over to watch The Mandalorian, the last 2 episodes with us, and
I didn't know he's still upset about it.
Yeah, so we saw a little glimmer of that once it ended. So this was a chapter that was finished, and my son realized that, and he said, "Wait, am I ever going to get to see Baby Yoda again?" And I said, "I don't know, buddy." He actually had an emotional reaction to this show ending. And he goes, "Is this what it's supposed to feel like when something I love goes away?"
Oh. See, it's a little life lesson.
Oh, my goodness. And I was like, oh, my God. Yes. Yes, that's what it's supposed to feel like. And I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't have anything to say to him other than just kind of hold him. He was truly, truly devastated that this was done for him. And it reminded me of the show I cried over when it ended. When it finally came to an end, I cried and I felt truly depressed. And
wait for the big reveal.
It was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You cried?
Oh, yeah.
I did, Kelly. When Will Smith was standing I was a kid. Will Smith was standing in the house in the empty mansion, and it was just like, I'm never gonna get to see Mr. Phil again, or Uncle Phil. I'm never gonna see Carlton. I'm not gonna see Vivian. I'm not gonna see Will anymore.
Because he's sad to he's sad to leave them, and you're sad that you're gonna leave them too.
It's an end, yeah. It's just an end to something, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And then he shakes Will's hand and he goes, "You're my son."
Yes.
You're my
remember
son.
that?
Yes,
Bro.
Yeah,
Mine-
I was kind of hurt when. I'm sorry, Justin.
Go ahead.
Sopranos, I guess. I was attached to that show. Like, it was every Sunday, and I had the whole thing. We did watching parties and stuff. I don't remember being depressed, but I was really, really sad that it was over.
Yeah.
You know?
When I was in high school, I moved around a lot, and I didn't really have a real group of friends because I was constantly switching schools. But my last 2 years, I got to be at one place, and I joined theater, and it was a whole bunch of misfit kids that really didn't belong anywhere, but somehow they all belonged together. And I wasn't out yet, but we all watched a show called Glee, and there was some character that we could all each identify with. And our theater teacher, her name's Gigi, she would let us come watch the show with her after hours of school. So we would all go into in her classroom, and we would all just sit down and watch the show. And it was very sad because it was like feeling my friends leave as well, because we all identified with them in some weird way or another. And you see Will Schuester we off the lights from that Glee choir practice room class, and he's got to go. And it was sad because we're all looking at our friends and we're like, wow, we really had something here with this show.
Yeah.
So it was like a community effort.
Did you have one,
that was
Anna?
a sad one for me.
What?
And did you have a show that made you feel like that?
The one
that hit you hard?
I feel like I have 2. The one that comes to mind from when I was younger would be Boy Meets World.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is on a
Topanga.
streaming platform now, and I kind of want to go back and watch it when I think of Mr. Feeney and Eric and all of those characters. But recently, this past year, I got really into the show Community, and it has 6 seasons, and I'm still waiting for the movie, but I refuse to watch the last episode. I won't. I've watched every episode, but I won't watch the last one because I kind of just don't want
it to end?
Yeah, and that was this past year.
Do you have one, Kelly, that hit you hard like that?
I was sitting here thinking about it. Not really. The only thing I could think of is JC and you and I both, a few years ago, I think it was an NBC comedy.
Oh, the Ryan Seacrest show?
The Ryan Seacrest produced show. And before it was, but they were only one and dones. And I was really into the storylines. One was a woman who married a man who had 2 ex-wives, and they all kind of were all involved in their houses, in their lives. And then the next show was about all these couples and single people, and they're all out at a club one night, and it's about how they all interact and stuff. Was it called Date Night or something?
Something like that, because somebody ends up with, they all end up together, but you don't know who ends up with who. And
yeah,
then
it's like a lot of
out.
moving pieces and parts, and I just thought it was such a good show. And I was just disappointed that it didn't catch on. You know, it's like when you have a show you like after one season and it gets canceled before it
It creates you.
finds
it
its
creates anger.
audience.
Was it mixology?
Mixology. That's what it was, Trey. You're right. Yeah,
Thank
that was such a
you.
good show, and I'm so mad they canceled it. That
Thank
gives you
you.
anger, not depression. It just like angers you because I didn't
Yeah,
get.
it's
I
like,
didn't
why
get to
didn't
live
other
it.
people give this a chance? I thought mixology was great, and there was another show right with it.
I was trying to make Kaysen feel better. Kinsey came in when Kaysen was, sad because she heard us talking. And so I told him, I got sad once too. I told him about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then I looked at Kinsey. I'm like, Kinsey, what show made you sad? And she goes, I don't watch TV. TV's dumb. I'm like, cool.